homecoming queen candidate is Addison Penny, age 17. She is the daughter of Stacy and Brian Penny. Addison has lived in Republic for 17 years. Addison is involved in tennis, swimming, track, NHS, Lead Ambassadors, Key Club, First Priority, and the Baccalaureate Committee.
The third homecoming teen candidate is Elijah Kinnard, age 18. He is the son of Nicole and Shane Kinnard. Elijah has lived in Republic for 13 years. Elijah is involved in tennis, ambassadors, NHS, and First Priority. Elijah enjoys being outside and refereeing soccer.
This year's queen will be crowned by 2023's homecoming queen, Lexi Mitchell. Your king will be crowned by the 2023 homecoming king, Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we give our 2024 homecoming a round of applause? Now, for your 2024 homecoming queen, Presley Peck.
And your 2024 homecoming king is Cannon Brash.
Congratulations to Presley Peck and Cannon Brash for representing RHS.
And congratulations to all our attendants and candidates. You make RHS proud.
Let's have another nice round of applause for your 2024 Republic High School.
Welcome to live coverage of Tiger football on Republic Tiger Sports. Homecoming underway about 10 minutes before they told us it was going to get underway. So sorry that we did not get it started quite in time. We were still putting the finishing touches on everything, and looked down and they started walking the candidates onto the field. So apologize for that, and we will check back in and let you know what all happened as we move along. But it's going to be a great game tonight as the Tigers host Kickapoo for the first time ever. And Rich Miles, it should be a fun one because this is a Kickapoo team coming off a great victory.
Yeah. Great victory versus Ozark last week. 35-0 was the final score. We talked about different weather last week. It was I wouldn't say cold, but it was a cool, rainy, dreary weather. This evening you got 90-degree weather. It's sunny. The sun's directly in our face. Definitely not what you would call football weather per se, but definitely on the right track. You have 2 wins, Waynesville, Ozark. Definitely is going to be a test tonight. Kickapoo is going to be a team that is going to be a much tougher opponent than Ozark and Waynesville. Kickapoo is a team that has got a lot of football tradition. Last year they went 8-2 in the regular season. Their only loss was to Nixa and Joplin, I believe. And Kickapoo's a kind of a hard team to read right now. They are 1-2. They lost to Joplin week 1, lose to Neosho week 2, but then turn around in week 3 and beat Webb City. So several people have asked throughout the day as been walking through the halls of the school, what do you think about tonight? And I've just told everybody, don't know which Kickapoo team is going to show up. Is it going to be the Kickapoo team that showed up versus Neosho that got throttled by Neosho, or is it going to be the team that played Webb City close and came away with the victory?
What I saw as I looked at video from that game was that Kickapoo basically put everybody up in the box and said, hey, Webb City, you're going to have to throw it on us if you're going to beat us. Webb City struggled with that at times, and so I would expect, and obviously that's what you expect teams to do against Republic. Talked about that a little bit with Ryan Cornelson during the week on our weekly show. But I think Republic probably has a better passing game than Webb City at this point in the season. So we'll see if Republic, if they do need to make adjustments, if they can make adjustments. So we'll be watching that along with a lot of other storylines as we go along. And for now, we're going to take a quick break and be back with more on the Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo Football pregame show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
There is beauty in motion. A graceful leap. A simple glide. An exquisite fall. All movement should be celebrated, encouraged, cherished, and repeated again and again. At Sweet Peas, you don't go with the flow. You become it. Beauty in motion.
Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Ready for effortless car shopping? Visit PinnakerChevrolet.com to browse our extensive inventory, value your trade, and get pre-approved all at your fingertips from the comfort of home. Pinnaker Chevrolet's low-pressure and easy shopping experience saves you time at the dealership. Buying a car or selling yours has never been easier. Whether you're browsing for your next new Chevrolet, quality pre-owned vehicle, or need service you can trust, let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic, or do your shopping at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. So back home this week against Kickapoo. Kickapoo coming in from the Ozark Conference, and this will be the first time that Republic has played them. They got a big win on Friday against Webb City, and that's the first Ozark Conference team to win a game against a COC team since the merger of the two leagues. So talk to me about what you saw from them against Webb City or have seen from them in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think, and I said it this morning on the radio, that those first two games for Kickapoo was quite a bit, tougher competition or faster pace than probably what they were used to seeing early in the year in their old league, and so I never felt like they really caught up to the speed of which Joplin plays, and then against Webb they did, so there's no doubt they got better through those first two games and figured out the speed of the game that which most schools in the COC play and the physical part of that. And they were really good. I mean, they were physical. They moved the ball, run it on the ground. I know they like to throw it, but they moved it on Webb right through them, right in the middle. My 3 years here, I'm not sure I've seen many teams do that to Webb, that being able to just pound it right down the middle on them. So they got some really, really talented kids. Both sides of the ball. They got their quarterback does a good job. Their running back's really athletic. They got some good tight ends and some really fast receivers. which hurt Webb. They got behind him several times. And then defensively, their outside linebackers and defensive ends are really good. So a lot of good players on their team, and obviously they're going to be coming in with a lot of confidence, and they should. Like, they played really well, and they beat a good Webb team. So it'll be a big task for us, and we're excited for that opportunity.
The little bit that I saw of that game looked like defensively they were really daring Webb to throw it and wanted to. Obviously, you do that with Webb. You shut down the run and see if they can beat you through the air. Is that something you anticipate from them again this week?
I would imagine so. What was interesting was it was one defense that they run is similar to what we see schools like Nixa run, the 4-4, and then another one that they ran against Webb was kind of what we saw last year against Elias, and so our kids had at least had some sort of idea what that was going to feel like. And again, you never know what they're going to throw at us this week. We'll be ready for whatever they bring. But very, very, front end heavy as far as trying to stop the run, and most teams do that to us anyway. And so our kids are, it's not like that's new to them. Everybody kind of does that to us, and so, hopefully if they overdo it, then we can capitalize on some passes. But most importantly, just like every week, we got to move the chains. Whether it's on the ground or through the air, it doesn't matter. We just got to move the chains and keep the ball moving. And we've had a good week of practice. Been a little hotter, but I think our kids understand now. What it takes for us to be successful offensively, and just being consistent. Really the biggest issue for us is just eliminating penalties. Penalties are kind of our Achilles heel when it comes to the style that we run. So we got to take those away.
I wonder if it's in one sense like a playoff game, not the atmosphere, although I expect a good atmosphere, but this is a program you haven't seen before, and that's what happens when you get into districts and late in districts. Sometimes you see programs that do things maybe a lot differently from what you've seen. Are they that much different from a typical COC, or does it feel like that when you're preparing?
It does feel different because I saw a little bit of film on them last year when we were preparing for Lebanon. Obviously, I wasn't watching them, but I was watching Lebanon. But seeing a team for the first time and seeing what style of offense, defense they run, and obviously we see Kickapoo in a lot of sports, but I wasn't real sure what they did football wise, and so it does make it unique that you haven't played them yet. It's exciting to me in the fact that there's no chance of us seeing them again in districts, or down the road, So, I like the thought of playing the team once, not having to go back and play them again. So, for us, it's a good matchup in that regard. It's been different classes. We don't have to see them beyond this Friday. So, similar to if you look at offenses in the conference, obviously it's different than us and Webb and some of those, but probably fairly similar to Joplin would be who I'd probably compare him to most to as far as what we've, just the style. Obviously, Neosho's is similar to that and wants to run a lot of receiver screens and those things kind of like they do. So I would say, in my mind, it reminds me of Joplin a little bit as far as their offensive scheme.
I have thought since I found out Kickapoo was coming into the conference, and it's been in other sports, but Kickapoo's a natural rival to Republic. I mean, they're maybe in mileage and between the high school at Dixa and the high school here and Kickapoo. Not sure which one's slightly further or more travel distance, but I wonder what the mood is among the guys. Are they excited to be playing Kickapoo in particular?
Yeah, I'm sure they are. We haven't talked about, and again, we really try to sell. We're not too concerned with who we're playing. It's how we play. So with that, we haven't talked a lot about it being Kickapoo, but I'm going to guess that since it's the first time we've played them and we see them in other sports, and obviously it's been, one of the, if not the best, one of the best football teams in Springfield year in and year out since I've been here, and so I think it tends to lead to thinking the kids will be excited for that opportunity to play them.
Good luck.
Thanks, sir.
Welcome back to the Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo Football Pregame Show. David Brazil alongside Rich Miles. And Rich talked a little bit earlier about the fact that Kickapoo's coming off that big win. And, of course, that is the first win by an Ozark Conference team joining the Central Ozark Conference after the merger. They have played 12 games, so 4 teams, 3 weeks. They played 12 games, and the Ozark Conference teams are 1-11. So obviously the play level was different coming in, and you heard as you listened to the pregame show that Ryan Cornelson said that he felt like Kickapoo showed last week that they have adjusted to the speed of the game that is so much different in the COC compared to what they had been used to playing early in the season in the Ozark Conference.
Yeah, we've talked about that for several weeks, and we kind of anticipated it even when they first announced the merging of the Ozark Conference and with the COC, that some of those teams might have a little bit of a wake-up call whenever they come against the COC. And as you had mentioned, Kickapoo got the first win. Coming in as a new team into the COC, and that's a pretty big win. Anytime you can get a W against Webb City, that gets a lot of people's attention. And Webb City's QB, starting QB that they were relying on, he got hurt earlier in the summer, and don't know how much that really is playing into it, but you know that it's still going to be a strong Webb City team. And Kickapoo handled them pretty well. And you'd mentioned the passing game. Webb City only had 34 total passing yards against Kickapoo. Kickapoo is supposed to have one of the best defensive backfields. Don't know how much Webb City actually really threw the ball. They're pretty much a team that is mostly run. They throw a lot of counter, power, and veer. But they're going to. I would have supposed that they're going to come in and be ready to play against this Republic team, but they haven't had to play Republic yet. So, especially in the Coach Cornelson era, so I think there's probably going to be some major adjustments for this team going against Republic tonight.
Yeah, I think Webb City poses one kind of challenge to a defense, and Republic, although they're both run heavy, poses a different kind of challenge. And to me, Webb City has always won because they're so much better than you that they line up, you know what they're going to do, and they just beat you. Whereas Republic lines up, you're not really sure what they're going to do, and they're good enough to get it done against you. And so Kickapoo is going to have to do, I think, a lot more adjustment on the fly tonight than maybe they would against a Webb City team, and that's to take nothing away from Webb City. And I think they're a little more varied in what they do offensively than they were a couple of years ago, but pretty much what you're going to get for the most part when you play a Webb City team. Before we go any further, while we were listening to the interview with Ryan Cornelson, there was a moment of silence in the stadium as in memory of Todd Smith, longtime player first back in the 1980s, and then longtime coach, track coach, assistant football coach, and he passed away after a battle with cancer this week. And obviously, Rich, you worked with him for a while, and he influenced a lot of young men.
Yes, he did, and that includes me as well. My first couple of years teaching and coaching was at Bolivar High School, and I came to Republic and was coaching football, and some of the football coaching staff are some of the very first guys that I came in contact with, moving to a new school district to teach, and that's just some things that stick with me. Was some of my very first memories of teaching and coaching Republic is with Todd Smith, and I was still young, and he was that both teacher and that coach that I could kind of talk about the grind of teaching, talk about the ups and downs of coaching, and we both kind of had some similarities of the music that we enjoyed listening to, and Seinfeld and movies and things like that. So there was a lot of movie quotes and other TV show references that Tim and I would just kind of look at each other and giggle. And he was definitely a guy that everybody in the Republic community is going to miss, but me personally too. There's a lot of memories that go way back 20-plus years.
And I said he influenced a lot of young men thinking of his football coaching, but as a teacher and then as a track coach, a lot of young women as well. And, for myself, I can remember in high school watching him play football. And he was, I was thinking about it today, the consummate Tiger, I think. He was a Republic guy and supportive, positive, and like we said, influenced a lot of people, young and old, during his time in Republic. So we'll miss him, and just wanted to mention that before we moved on. Still a few minutes away from the intros and the team running on the field, the opening kick. So we are going to take a quick break and be back with more of the Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo pregame show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Whatever Bob you know, this one's just a bit better. The breakfast on a bun. Savory meats, fresh eggs, melty cheese. Now that's one great way to start your morning. Available 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. at Whataburger. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From prescriptions to emergency care, they help your family see and feel better than ever before. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com.
Welcome back to live coverage of Tiger football on Republic Tiger Sports. The Tigers are just about set to take the field, and when they do, we'll be down with Caden Sumter and the field camera ready to watch them run out of the tunnel. And they are just about ready to go. This is going to be a good game. I've been looking forward to this one since we found out that Kickapoo was joining the COC. These teams less than 8 miles apart. Chris Steve, our research guru, texted us some information. I forget the exact amount. 7-point-some miles from 50-yard line to 50-yard line. He measured it out. And these teams have never played each other. So first time since 1971 was the first year of Kickapoo. And we are just about ready to initiate what I think is going to be a pretty good rivalry. Now, they're in the same conference, but they're not in the same conference. And we'll explain what that means as we go along. But they're in different divisions. And there are two different champions going to be crowned in the COC. There's a COC East and a COC West. Kickapoo's in the East, Republic's in the West. So, in a sense, even though these are both COC teams, for purposes of standings, this is a non-conference game as refers to who becomes champion. Here come the Tigers. Kickapoo has got to be riding high. I mean, when you think about coming into the COC, if we were talking about it as kind of a hypothetical 2 years ago, and we said, all right, four Ozark Conference teams are going to come into the COC. Who do you think is the first COC team that's going to lose? Who would have had Webb City as the first COC team to suffer a loss? So as far as signature win goes, it doesn't get much more signature than that to announce your arrival in the COC, Rich.
Yeah, that is, like I said, talked about. They start off 0-2, and a lot of people are kind of scratching their head on, this isn't the Kickapoo team that they're used to hearing about. They went 8-2 last year, and then they turn around, as we talked about earlier, getting a W against Webb City. This is going to be a great game. I had circled this as well as several other people on the schedule as a great game. You've got two teams that have a lot of tradition in football. You got two teams that are coached very well, and geographically, these two school districts butt up right up next to each other. I live in Battlefield, and literally the town is split in half. You have one side is Kickapoo, one side is Republic, and I'm pretty sure that due to the fact that of geography, both Republic and Kickapoo kids, some of them probably all know each other through various sports, probably don't live that far from each other if they live close to where the two school district borders border up against each other there. So great game, great atmosphere. The Kickapoo side's full. Obviously, the home stands are packed shoulder to shoulder, so it's going to be a great football atmosphere.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody earlier and would not be surprised if there are not Republic people here tonight who live closer to Kickapoo High School than they do to Republic High School. And there are probably some Kickapoo kids here who live closer to Republic High School than they do to Kickapoo. I mean, 7-some miles apart is not very far, so it's almost bound to be that the way the borders are drawn, that's going to happen. So I have always thought this is a real natural rivalry, and I was glad to see Kickapoo get in the conference because it's the kind of team that you can see playing. You play them every year, and whether it's in football or something else, and that's what builds rivalries. And especially when you're so close to each other, I could see this being a good one for a long time to come. Captain's heading out onto the field, and while they do, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with more after this on Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo Football Pregame Show on Republic Tiger Sports.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com.
Welcome back. Captain's on the field, and Caden Sumter down there on the field as well. And the captains tonight, 86, C.J. Ewell. I'm having a hard time reading the numbers because of the sun. I believe that is Logan Hunt. Yep, that's 65. Logan Hunt is down there. And then Miles Turner, number 16, and Carter Murray, number 20 as well. So should be a good one. And we've got the mic'd up referee. Did I hear that Kickapoo won the toss? Has Republic won a toss yet?
Now 1-3.
Tim Barnes answered, but you couldn't hear him. He said they are now 1-3 on the toss. So well, Tim, you may end up being silent after all. I don't, whether you want to or not. Had a little soundboard issue, a residual, literally a residual effect from the water last week. Opened up the case to set up tonight around 3 o'clock, and lo and behold, the little sound, the little box we plug all our headsets into, just did not quite dry out well enough to be happy. So we got a substitute system here, but Tim is not showing up. So his nuggets of wisdom will have to be delivered to us via pieces of paper, and then we'll pass them along. Kickapoo, though, won the toss, and they deferred, so Republic gets the ball first, and they will be to our left. And back deep is 88, Alex Johnson.
There's a crosswind tonight. The wind is consistently blowing from west to east. So if you know the football stadium runs north and south, the wind's blowing right into our box there. So we'll see if this consistent wind has any effect on punting and kickoffs and extra points tonight.
Yeah, coming toward us. And the kick taken on about the 5, and a lot of room on the near side.
Good return there. Ball comes all the way out to about the 38. I think that was number 21, Stephen Banks for Kickapoo, who made the tackle. Kickapoo's defense, they will go in and out. Sometimes they'll do 3 down linemen. Sometimes they'll go 4. If they do 3D linemen, they'll bring up some outside linebackers to walk up on the line of scrimmage in certain situations, and then they'll bring in an extra D lineman, and they'll take a linebacker out.
And I think they got the wrong football. The official came over, he's laughing. I think they had a practice football out there on the field, so they're going to replace that. Ball on the near hash to start things off. And Preston McCracken will be under center. And the give on the left side, a gain of about 2 for Isaiah Hull. Hull did not carry the ball a lot last week, and he gets it first thing this week. Cannon Ellison checks in.
Well, I was going to give credit to number 3 for Kickapoo for the tackle, but they've got 2 number 3s, so I don't know whose name, so it's just going to be number 3.
Still number 3, yeah. And McCracken keeps it and bounces around the tackler, but he got grabbed around the ankle and brought down for a gain of about 5. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 coming up for Republic with the ball on the 45-yard line.
McCracken does a great job of always making that first tackler miss. He kind of slid out of a tackle, moved to his right, and was able to pick up an extra couple yards after the initial tackler came up. We're going to have to hurry. The play clock's under 6 seconds.
Yeah, down to 5 seconds left. They are going to have to hurry. I think they're going to get it off. They do, and McCracken on the read option keeps it, but he is brought down by the jersey around the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he gained a yard with forward progress. It'll be 4th down and 2 coming up. This is an interesting call, given the spot on the field.
Yeah, we've seen Coach go for it on 4th down in this position before. And you always kind of get a little nervous when the ball isn't crossed the 50-yard line when Coach goes for it on 4th down.
Cannon Ellison in at a tight end there to the right. Heavy to the right. McCracken thought that they had caused somebody to jump, but they didn't come across, and Republic calls a timeout. 9:56 left to go in the first quarter. And no score. First drive of the game for the Tigers. And they come over, talk things over, and they are quickly back out.
Sun is finally kind of going down there, so
yeah,
we won't be squinting quite as much. Good start. I did like that. Go up there, do a hard count, try to get someone from Kickapoo to go off sides to get that easy first down, but no one bit. Call the timeout, call a play, make sure everybody's on the same page.
They are going to go for it. McCracken's going to keep it. What a push by the line. They got to him, though, and I think they stopped him. There was a push by the line, but the linebackers came up and closed it down, and Kickapoo gets the stop on 4th down. I don't know. Based on the mark.
They got a great spot.
They did. That is a close one. I think he's still short. They've got to get to that hash. They're going to have to measure. But if you look at the stick, it is at the 48.
I think they get it by the nose of the football.
Tim says they've got it.
I think the referees were kind to Republic on that spot, which is great. We'll take it every time. I think he was initially stopped short. And I think the ball is going to be just enough for that first down.
Now watching the replay, Robbie Jansen, our director back here, says Republic might have gotten a little bit of a break with the spot. And they got it. Oh, my goodness. And the defense for Kickapoo has got to be super frustrated because they thought they had it. I mean, they were all convinced of it. And Republic moves the chains and keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, Kickapoo's senior linebacker, number 33, Trent Garton, came up and made the tackle. But McCracken got just enough for that first down.
Inside again, not much room. Gain of maybe 2.
It was a good run by Hull there, picking up at least a yard or 2 with what he was given. There wasn't much running room for him. Just kept driving his feet. And we talked about this is going to be a good game, and I think this is going to be a run-heavy game. Which running back is going to keep their feet driving to get the extra yards going to be the difference in the game.
Fleetwood bounced off a tackler and picked up 3 or 4 extra yards, and his good season continues.
And that right there is what you practice all the time with your running backs. There's different drills where you make sure that your running back keeps their balance, and you practice balance, and if you have to put down a hand to keep your balance, and that time Fleetwood did a great job of not going down on that first contact, keeping his balance, keeping his head up and looking down the field and picking up the extra yardage.
McCracken will keep it, and there's a big push by the line, and he's got a first down and more down inside the 40. Offensive line really opened things up.
When your offensive line gets a push like that, there's nothing a defense can do about it. They just essentially just try to create a pile in the middle and force the play calls to go outside the tackles, but right now, between the tackles, Republic's winning the war.
Landon Harper over there on the right side, number 68. Pass protection over the middle to Ewell. It's caught. They tried to tomahawk it out of his hands. Nothing doing. Down inside the 20, and Republic is on the move, and they're in the red zone. And that's our first red zone appearance of the night. And our red zone report is sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader, but we got a sideline warning. Is that our first sideline warning of the year?
I think so. Who got it?
I'm actually not sure. Sideline warning.
Huh. I love that play call right there when you have your tight end just literally go right up the middle of the field. You do play action. You try to suck the linebackers up, and the tight end literally replaces where the linebacker's at, catches the ball.
And the handoff to Pelfrey inside, and he picks his way forward inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of about 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. They've got him on the 11.
These last few plays here, Kickapoo does not have an answer for what the Republic offensive line is doing to him right now.
No, and not that they can't regroup, but I think that fourth down, when they thought they had the stop, really took the wind out of their sails and gave a little burst of adrenaline to the Republic offense. So it's 2nd and 4 from the 11-yard line. And they faked it to Pelfrey. McCracken's got room, and behind a block in. Touchdown Tigers. The lead blocked by Owen Clare sprung him to the end zone, and an 11-yard touchdown run by Preston McCracken puts the Tigers on top, 6-0.
That play is going to be there all night long if our offensive line does that blocking, and McCracken does a great job of faking the handoff. You had several Kickapoo defenders that collapsed on the running back thinking that was the ball carrier. McCracken, of course, pulls it out, falls a couple of blocks down the field, and gets in the end zone.
The kick by Elijah Peary is up and good, and the Tigers, with 7:10 left to go in the first quarter, take a 7-0 lead over the Chiefs of Kickapoo. We'll take a break and see how the defense fares.
Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com.
Travel isn't just my career, it's my way of life. I'm Crystal Hicks with Top Tier Travel Group, where I believe in the power of new experiences. From family and couple escapes to immersive cultural adventures, I've seen firsthand how travel can change us. Ready to grow, explore, and make unforgettable memories? Let's start planning your next life-changing journey together. Visit us at Top Tier Travel.
When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Football. Tigers on top of Kickapoo 7-0. And a reminder, if you're hungry on the way home, stop in at Whataburger and stay up late for a full recap, photos, and highlights on RepublicTigerSports.com. And we'll stop in there, and I'll be posting stuff from there after the game as the kickoff from Peary goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback, and Kickapoo will take over on the 20-yard line as they get the ball for the first time.
We get to see the Kickapoo offense for the first time this evening. They have a offensive line that is going to be much bigger than Republic, and we've mentioned that, that's the case pretty much every week almost, but this Kickapoo offensive line averages 6'3", 250 pounds. So our D line is going to have to play big tonight.
Keegan Hunt, number 9, on the right side of that D line, and Cam Allen rushing from the end on the right side. They go to the left side, and it's a carry by Nick Lipari, the junior running back, who picks up about 8 on first down.
Yeah, talking about geography, Nick Lipari is a neighborhood kid of mine.
Huh.
I've seen him grow up as a little kid, and now he's the junior running back for Kickapoo.
Play action. They roll, they're under pressure, and they launch it up deep, and the receiver slipped, and the defender didn't get turned around in time. That was Gavin Lawhon, who turned around and realized the ball was about 5 yards short, and there's a player down.
And we got a flag, and it's going to be holding against Kickapoo. So even if he would have caught that, that was going to come back.
That was a dangerous pass.
Yeah.
He just basically threw it up in the air and hoped to get the jump ball. It almost worked because Lawhan lost track of the receiver, but that was a dangerous throw, and Kickapoo lucky to only have the holding penalty against him. Well, while they work on the injured Chief, we'll try to get a number, and we're going to take a quick break while they work on him. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Hey, this is Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance Group, your hometown Medicare and retirement expert. Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming, but with my 16 years of experience, I'm here to help. Open enrollment ends December 7th, so don't wait. Find out your options before then with a free consultation. You can find me across from the Republic Post Office or call 417-425-3937.
Experience matters in real estate. With Lori and Elizabeth, you get specialists in residential, land, lake, and commercial sales from Springfield to Joplin to the lake. Your ultimate connection to lenders, marketers, and contractors. Visit loriandelizabeth.reesnichols.com, your seasoned real estate teammates.
All right, so it's second down and 12 as we return to action. It was 2nd and 2. And they're looking to throw again. Again under pressure. Quarterback gets away. He's got running room. He's going to get the first down and more. And all the way out to the 50-yard line and into Republic territory. out to the 49-yard line of Republic. So Kickapoo gets into Republic territory quickly there.
And Kickapoo's offense, most of the time they're going to be in shotgun with a single back set, and they like to do a lot of play action.
39-yard gain and a whistle before the 6 minutes. 6 minutes left, so water break. I don't know that we've ever seen them blow it while they were getting. At least it's not raining. It's like, yeah.
Choose locally owned. They go the 3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
Welcome back. Defense back out there for the Tigers, and Kickapoo with a first down in Republic territory for the first time. Another throw, a pump fake, and now they go long, and it is broken up by the defensive back. That was Gavin Lawhon, who was back there and got the hand up.
And that was kind of an odd throw by the Kickapoo quarterback. He pumped and then threw it, but he kind of threw it, and it looked like sometimes when someone throws the ball just up for grabs, it kind of looked like he was just throwing it to an area instead of a person.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what, again, that was kind of like the other one. It was just sort of up for grabs. Handoff this time, and met after a gain of about 4. It was Lapari, and it was David Hayes, the linebacker, who came up and hit him, I believe, number 11.
Yeah, Lapari, the running back for Kickapoo, I thought he was going to have a monstrous gain there, and Hayes just comes in and just cleans his clock. A big third down here for Kickapoo. I would assume that where the ball's at, they might go for it if they don't get it here. And Coach Cornelison calls a timeout.
So Cornelison or somebody on the sideline down there didn't like what they saw. And on this 3rd down and 5, they call a timeout. Both offensives have looked pretty good so far, but there have been sparks of success for both defenses. There was nearly a 3-and-out on the very first series caused by the Kickapoo defense. And then Republic has nearly had a couple of sacks, has been into the backfield a couple of times. And they are similar to what they did against Ozark, really selling out and going after whoever's in the backfield, whether it's the quarterback or a running back. And that's going to leave you vulnerable to a big play. And Ryan Cornelison talked about that. Against Ozark, they gave up some big plays, but part of that is the style of defense that they play. And it's frustrating when those plays happen, but, boy, that kind of defense is fun to watch. A lot more than a conservative defense, and the Tigers have had some success with it. So here comes the big 3rd down play, and they give it to Lapari, and he gets to the edge and up the sideline. And what happened? He stepped out of bounds. I didn't see him to get touched. He just stepped and stopped running. So I knew something had happened.
Yeah, that's that 12th man defense out there that we always talk about as defensive coaches. Let that sideline be that 12th man out there to help you out. And I thought he was just going to keep running there. I think he didn't think. I didn't think Lapari thought he stepped out of bounds either. The kind of that disgust look that he had.
Yes, he kind of looked like he was surprised that he had to stop running. Going to roll near side, and they have a man and a lot of room, and a flag comes flying in around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was a late flag. I wonder if it's going to be maybe on Kickapoo, maybe blocking downfield.
Yeah, it was too early to be like a face mask or something on Republic, I think. So I almost think it's got to be against Kickapoo based on the timing.
I did not see anything glaring, but that's kind of the only thing that we can kind of deduce here.
Or are they going to pick it up? No, they're going back the other way, so it's against Kickapoo.
You don't hear back.
Under pressure, they didn't quite get him, and they got the pass off, and was there, so was Jen Villasica. Ryder
quarterback had to sidearm it there. It wasn't very. It was on a. It was able to
run by Carden Underwood, number 1.
Big third down here. Again, this is part of the field that you assume that if Kickapoo does not get the first down here, that they're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, Tigers could use a turnover here. And they got the stop, if not the turnover, as Kickapoo gave it to Underwood again, and he was stood up and stopped right in his tracks. And it was Logan Hunt gets credit for the tackle on that one, 65.
That was a great pile there by the defensive line. They did not allow any running room for number 1. I think that's Worthy for Kickapoo there.
Oh, yeah, Worthy. I'm looking at the wrong line. And they got the first down. Gave it to Morgan Nichols, the senior, and he rumbled all the way down to the 21-yard line and picked up the first down for Kickapoo. Down to 2:58 left to go in the first quarter.
Kickapoo kind of running back by committee, similar to what Republic does too. It's not the same person getting the ball every single time. They've spread it out to 3 different running backs. Republic does that very similar too. They'll spread it out amongst 3 different running backs. Kind of keeps the wear and tear off of one person running the ball all the time.
2 wide receivers wide to the left side, and they're going to throw, and under pressure, the ball is knocked loose and then picked up out of bounds as it was Cam Allen, number 10, who got over there and chased him down.
Great hustle by Cam Allen. The offensive lineman that was trying to seal Cam off wasn't able to do it. Allen keeping his outside arm free. As you tell your defensive ends or your outside linebackers, always keep that outside arm free. Don't get sealed off. He kept fighting it, and then almost at the trifecta of beating the guy that was trying to block him, almost got the sack, almost caused a fumble and a fumble recovery. So it was awesome.
So it's 2nd down and 22 now, and there's a break and a whistle as the Tigers were flying through.
Kickapoo called a timeout.
Now Grayson Hart, the linebacker, number 34, his eyes were as big as saucers coming through that hole, and then he realized they're blowing the whistle. 2:21 left to go in the first quarter, and the defense has made an impression on Kickapoo these last couple of plays. Let's see if they can keep it up after we come back. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at southernsunelectric.com.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need printing, we'll be the printing store.
The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Welcome back. 2nd down and 22 for Kickapoo. Ball out near the 35-yard line after a big loss on the sack by Cam Allen. And they're looking to throw long. And almost picked off as Ryder Davis got back there. The ball was well underthrown. Coverage was by Gavin Lawhon, and it was Davis who ran back there and almost caught it over his shoulder.
That is the 3rd long, deep pass attempt by Kickapoo that I really was not impressed. But
5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to call a timeout. Oh.
Not sure what they're.
Oh, I don't see a flag, but it does look. So, yeah. I don't think. And with 2:14 left, they 5 yards and an extra play out of it. More important than the. Yeah, they get to redo the down, I assume.
Isn't the ball in the same spot?
No,
okay, there we go. Moving it now.
So they tack on the yards, and then you get to redo. No. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Ryan Cornelson's getting an explanation of what's going on. Right now, they've got 2nd down on the marker. Still 2nd down and 17 or 18. Three-man front for the Tiger defense. And now everybody's lined up, and the official is going to announce again what the penalty was. He already did that once.
Illegal participation.
And now we're ready. 2nd down and 18. Handoff goes to the right. And around the corner, up the sideline. That is a 1st down and more down inside the 5. And a big run. And there's a push away from the ball. And did anybody see it?
And it happened right in front of a referee. So I'm not understanding how the white hat did not see that right in front of him.
We might have been playing a replay at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, we were off. It was behind where the camera is. But you see him getting up off the ground. So, 1st and goal for the Chiefs. And into the end zone goes Nick Lapari, the junior running back, from 5 yards out. Makes it 7-6. So Kickapoo benefits from the illegal participation penalty and then gets the big run, and then Lapari punches it in with 1:52 left to go in the 1st quarter. And they'll try to even the score with the extra point. Andrew Bartles kicks it through And with 1:52 left to go in the first, we're all tied up at 7. Tigers will try to answer after we come back. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back with 3 crispy chicken strips, signature buffalo sauce, and buttermilk ranch. Each one is made with the exact right amount of sauce, making every bite the very best bite. Available for a limited time. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
There is beauty in motion. A graceful leap. A simple glide. An exquisite fall. All movement should be celebrated, encouraged, cherished, and repeated again and again. At Sweet Peas, you don't go with the flow. You become it.
Richmond. Is where they mark him.
Get this. And I like it. Off.
And they immediately Kickapoo territory up the sideline, the 30, the 20, he got a block, he spins on. And that's the way.
Yeah, he Cole just had a big running lane there, and there was for they went for them. Yard line.
Isaiah Hull at it. Preston McCracken jukes a man and gets pulled down at the 5-yard line.
Who goes down, long drive, scores a touchdown, and then just like that, the Republic offense is down to the 5-yard line.
So 2nd and goal from the 5. Under a minute left to go in the first quarter, 54 seconds. And they give it to Fleetwood, who waltzes in.
Gosh, he could have somersaulted in. I mean, that was so wide open there. Everybody flowed to the right, and Fleetwood comes back to the left, and the Kickapoo defense bit.
Yeah, the entire play looked like it was designed to go that way, and no. There he comes out of there and scores the touchdown. And with 42 seconds left, the 5-yard run by Mason Fleetwood puts the Tigers back on top. Extra point is good. And that took 1 minute and 10 seconds for the Tigers to score. Well, 1 minute and 10 seconds since the last score, but the drive actually only took 1:03. And it was 3 plays, I believe. And the Fleetwood touchdown run.
What a way to just deflate the energy that Kickapoo briefly had there. They go down on their opening drive, score a touchdown. Everybody cheering over there. The energy's kind of shifted that way, and just in a few plays, Republic is back on top. We talked about earlier, there was a consistent wind that was crossed, and now you look at the flag and there is absolutely no wind at all. We were talking about possible wind being a factor on kickoffs, extra points. Ball is away, and it will go into the end zone. Not a single Kickapoo returner will attempt that. And The ball will come back out. And Kickapoo will get a crack at this. They had a nice drive. Took up a big chunk of the second half of the first quarter, and as I had mentioned earlier, Kickapoo goes down, scores a touchdown. Energy kind of felt like it was flowing the opposite way there, going to the Kickapoo side, and just like that, the Republic offense in just a few plays is able to score and kind of steal that energy back. So defense is back out there, and Kickapoo is going to have play action. Worthy, and Worthy has nowhere to go. Several Republic defenders over there to shove him out of bounds. I don't think he got any yardage on that. Nope. Ball's going to be at the original spot there. So 2 attempts come up with no yardage. So Kickapoo is going to be 3rd and 10 at their own 25. And the clock has stopped at 4 seconds.
Oh, I think they said that it should have expired.
Okay.
I think they're sending everybody off. Well, no, now they're sending everybody back.
No, I think they were resetting the play clock. I think the play clock never got reset.
And everybody thought that the quarter was over.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the referee was telling. So game clock is at 29 seconds. And he went out of bounds, and I think the clock didn't stop on time. So this could bring up a crucial 3rd and 10 here for Kickapoo before the first quarter's over.
Shotgun, and they hand it off, and there's a hold, and I don't know if it was going to be called, but, a great play to stay on his feet by Worthy, but do we have a flag? Yeah, there it is. All right.
Yeah, they saw, the referee saw what everybody in the stand saw was a hold and a tackle by an offensive lineman at the same time.
You might be able to get with that inside the hash marks, but when you do it on the edge, when your running back's right behind you or right next to you, hard to get away with that. So that marks Kickapoo back even further, and now it'll be 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, the offensive lineman there for Kickapoo looked like he was tackling a ball carrier. That's how egregious it was there. So first didn't think the referees were going to throw a flag. One came in late, as it should have, and the ball gets pushed back. So 3rd and a long 19 for Kickapoo.
And they come up and stop it, and a big hit. And was that Villasica? Yeah. Jen Villasica came in and hit the stop. Hit the receiver, made the stop.
And that's a play that Kickapoo has run several times in their first couple weeks. They just do a quick little bubble screen or a wide receiver screen, and our defense did a great job of seeing the play develop and not get fooled by it.
So we come to the end of the first quarter, and Republic is on top 14-7 and has a very advantageous situation when we return to action. Tigers on top by a touchdown. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Ready for effortless car shopping? Visit PinnakerChevrolet.com to browse our extensive inventory, value your trade, and get pre-approved all at your fingertips from the comfort of home. Pinnaker Chevrolet's low-pressure and easy shopping experience saves you time at the dealership. Buying a car or selling yours has never been easier. Whether you're browsing for your next new Chevrolet, quality pre-owned vehicle, or need service you can trust, let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic, or do your shopping at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Welcome back. Kickapoo going to punt from its own end zone. And the Tigers look like they're going to send somebody back there. They did. They didn't get back there. And it's a fair catch at the 40-yard line by Ryder Davis. So Republic with a great field position to start this drive on Kickapoo's 40-yard line. And let's see if they can add to a 14-7 lead.
It's always great to have a possession that starts on your own side of the field. Good kick by the Kickapoo punter. Sometimes they get a little nervous back there when they're at the back of their own end zone, having to punt out.
Cannon Ellison is split out wide down here to the near side, and they give it to Fleetwood, and he is dragged down, but not before he gained about 4 yards. He's so quick out of that slot position, and he turns that corner, and he's already 3 yards upfield before you've grabbed him.
And what also makes it difficult, too, his stature makes it a little bit difficult for Kickapoo linebacker to see where he's going. And a lot of times when Fleetwood gets the ball, it's on a misdirection. Everything's flowing one way, and he's coming back the other.
He goes again, and they give it to Hull, and a huge hole, and he almost got around the last man to beat, but he's got the first down before being brought down inside the 30-yard line.
I thought you were about to say touchdown. He had one guy to beat there. Good open field tackle there by Kickapoo. But nevertheless, we get the first down to keep the chains moving.
So 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Early second quarter, Tigers on top by a touchdown, and McCracken keeps it, and he's got a lot of room. Or at least he made room, and he ran it all the way down inside the 20, near the 10. And then he helped up his tackler as he got up to go back. They're going to mark him down around the 13, and the Tigers in the red zone again. The third time. They're 2 for 2 in the red zone. Our red zone report, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader.
Right now, this Kickapoo defense does not have an answer for Republic's running game. If it's Fleetwood bouncing it outside the tackles, or Hull or McCracken running between the tackles, right now this defense is reeling.
And somebody moved before McCracken even got up to the line. I don't know what happened. That was an early jump.
Sometimes when you have an offensive lineman that is either the one pulling or they've got a big block that they are going to have to essentially kind of pick up because the ball's coming right behind them, sometimes the offensive linemen get a little anxious. They're anticipating the snap and any sound movement, and they jump.
Yeah, McCracken wasn't even up there yet. So it's first down at 15, and this has been a costly problem for the Tigers. And now another mistake as McCracken ran into his own man, but then cut it back, and there's nobody home, and he just walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the old run into your own man to lull him to sleep play, and McCracken scores, and it's 20-7 Republic.
And Kickapoo's defense right now is everybody's over pursuing. They saw McCracken go to the left. Some of them all sucked in that way. He bounced it out to the right, and because so many Kickapoo defenders had already pursued that way, there was nobody on the backside.
And Peary will try to make it 21-7 early in the second quarter. Back-to-back quick scores by the Tigers. They punch it in again. Peary's extra point is good. And with 10:16 left to go in the first half, it is 21-7 Republic over Kickapoo. Back with more after this. You are watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO, or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987. offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
Welcome back. 21-7 Tigers. And Peary's kick is a line drive, and it's going to go out of bounds. So thought maybe it would sneak inside the pylon there and be a touchback, but instead Kickapoo will get to start on the 35-yard line as the kick goes out of bounds.
And is that going to be Kickapoo's best field position to start?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're getting the thumbs up here.
Tim Barnes, even when he doesn't have a mic, still able to contribute. He has an elaborate system of gestures and ways to communicate. $10-16 left to go in the second quarter. Republic on top by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. And a 3-score cushion. I don't want to be greedy, but I'm going to be. A 3-score cushion sure would be nice. And they get into the backfield and shut that down. Nick Lapari got the ball, and he was swarmed under by multiple Tigers. Grayson Hart among them.
Yeah, the past couple of weeks, this Republic defense has just been lights out. And half the time they're doing it with 3 down linemen.
Yeah. They've got number 10, Cam Allen, is up there on the line. And then on the other side, Ethan Montiel. And a short gain, but not much again.
And the long passes down the field for Kickapoo haven't been really good throws. So anytime you can put Kickapoo in 3rd and long and forcing them to have to throw a long ball, I think that's got to favor the Republic defense.
Yeah, I mean, I think, if they just throw it, run somebody out to the first down marker, turn around, and I think they can complete that pass. But the snap is low. He had to pick it up off the ground. And now he's under pressure. He gets rid of it. And it's almost picked off through the hands of the defender. And who was that over there? It was Gavin Lawhon, who slid in and just barely missed the interception. But it's still probably going to be a punt here coming up for Kickapoo on 4th and 8.
I think part of the reason why that was a bobbled snap is not everybody moved. Only about half of Kickapoo's offensive line moved when the ball was snapped, so I think maybe the ball was snapped not when it was supposed to, and I think the QB wasn't ready for it either.
Yeah, Kickapoo looks discombobulated. Good punt, and it's going to bound all the way down inside the 25-yard line and roll out of bounds around the 21. And that is where the Tigers will take over with 8:57 left to go in the second quarter. They've started to assert themselves here, and it has been a very good last 5 minutes or so of action for the Tigers. Their last 2 scoring drives lasted 1:03 and 1:39.
And your offense is going to stay fresh whenever your drives are less than 2 minutes. I like it too. Let's kind of jump up early on Kickapoo so we don't have to rely on anything towards the end of the game.
Isaiah Hull with the carry and picked up 4. That's the thing about this Republic offense is they look like they don't do much, and then you look at the first down marker and it's 4 yards ahead of where it was. 2nd down and 6. Clare in motion, and he's blocking ahead of McCracken, and Clare delivered a great block, and McCracken got the first down. Clare was out in front of him, and he sealed off a guy coming in to make the hit, and that opened up the first down for Preston McCracken.
And part of that is, if you go back and look at that play, number 70, Austin Key, the offensive lineman, pancaked the defensive nose for Kickapoo. Literally just put him on his back.
You know, I guess I never really thought of it. I would think that a center getting pancakes is not really that common. Oh, another big hole on the left side. And Fleetwood picked up about 5, maybe 6. Clinton Smith had just checked in on the offensive line. Of course, Blaze Mooneyham, number 75, over there on the left side, along with Braxton Lundberg. And up the middle hole, and he's got more room, and he's off to the races again, and he ran over a man and knocked him down and takes it all the way down to the 25. There's a flag and a horse collar. Is that what Tim Barnes is signaling over there?
Yeah, 2 flags came in at different times.
Isaiah Hall just flattened a defender.
So horse collar is the penalty that is called on Kickapoo. So tack on some more yardage onto this awesome run.
And they're going to march it all the way down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. One thing I like about this is a lot of times when we do the red zone reports, I've forgotten. But they're just getting back in the red zone so fast. I remember they're 3 for 3 in the red zone so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4. Our red zone report, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. And we've got a little conversation going on with the officials, 2 officials, Kickapoo coach. And now Preston McCracken's going to come over here and talk to Ryan Cornelson. And he'll come back out with Ellison, and Clinton Smith, number 78, will run off. Chance Gimlin over there on the right side, next to Harper. And they go to the right, and Hull again with a big hole. And here's what I noticed tonight about Hull is that he continues to wait, being a little more patient to let things open up in front of him.
That and our offensive line is just manhandling the 2 interior D linemen for Kickapoo.
I said that was Hull, but that was Claire. That was 5, not 15. Sorry. I wanted to correct the record.
Yeah.
Tim was over here with his signals, and I couldn't tell what was going on.
But the 2 interior D linemen for Kickapoo are just getting bull rushed.
And McCracken, and again, a great block by Claire. If we watch the replay, when we get to it, watch number 5, Owen Claire, with a block. He just sealed off that hole, and the tackler, would-be tackler, knew where he needed to be, but he could not get around Owen Claire. Watch him here. Great block. Touchdown run by McCracken, and it is now 27-7. And another straight, long, good kick. And with 6:37 left to go in the first half, Republic has suddenly taken a little bit of control here. It's 28-7. Republic over Kickapoo, and the Chiefs side of the stands have fallen silent for now. Let's see if they can rev them up when we return to action. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Whatever Bob you know, this one's just a bit better. The breakfast on a bun. Savory meats, fresh eggs, melty cheese. Now that's one great way to start your morning. Available 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. at Whataburger. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From prescriptions to emergency care, they help your family see and feel better than ever before. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com.
Ball is on the ground, and Republic is going to jump on it. What in the world just happened?
They kicked it right in it, kind of like an island.
Nobody ever jumped on it for Kickapoo, and I don't know if it was Villasika who came up with it.
I think,
or if it was Coleman.
I think Villasika may have been the first one there. I'm not sure if he's the one that came up, but I think that's what they were aiming for. When I say they, Republic was aiming for earlier when the ball went out, as they were trying to kick it in this little no man's land where Kickapoo didn't have anybody there, and this time, instead of the ball rolling out of bounds like the previous kick, it just died. It hit the ground, didn't go anywhere, and you had 3 different Kickapoo returners kind of all looking at each other like, who's going to get it? And that's a live ball. You've got to scramble to get it.
Villasika and Trenton Coleman were both in there. Claire bounces off a man, and then he gets stood up, and the ball's knocked loose. And out of nowhere, I think Republic saved it. I think a Tiger jumped in there somehow and saved it. Claire got his clock clean, and the ball came flying out about 5 yards forward. And a Tiger saw it and jumped in there, but Kickapoo says they have it. I guess he wasn't there in time. They do. They give it to Kickapoo. I think it might have been Ewell who saw it. It was either Ewell or 75 Mooneyham who dove in there, and I thought they'd gotten there in time, but Kickapoo gets it right back. So that's a big break for the Chiefs after Republic had gotten the turnover on the kickoff.
It was a big hit, and the ball just came flying out there. And here's the thing. When you get a big scrum of guys in there all fighting for it, that ball probably changed possessions a couple times there at the bottom, and it's literally who fights for it and gets it when the referees are peeling guys off.
So 1st and 10. And out past the 20-yard line.
So good run there by number 1, Worthy, for Kickapoo. I think that might be one of the longest runs they've had in a while.
2nd down and 2.
It's that 6-minute water break.
And they will get hydrated. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. 2nd down and 2 on the 22. It's 28-7 Tigers. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com.
Travel isn't just my career, it's my way of life. I'm Crystal Hicks with Top Tier Travel Group, where I believe in the power of new experiences. From family and couple escapes to immersive cultural adventures, I've seen firsthand how travel can change us. Ready to grow, explore, and make unforgettable memories? Let's start planning your next life-changing journey together. Visit us at toptiertravelgroup.com.
Welcome back to Tiger Football. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Kickapoo has the ball 2nd and 2 from the 22. Low snap again. Worthy gets the ball, doesn't have anywhere to go. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Multiple Tigers there to make the stop. Up off the bottom of the pile, Cam Allen. David Hayes was in there as well. We've called David Hayes' number quite a bit tonight, number 11.
Hayes and Allen coming off of that linebacker position there. D-line doing a great job again. Another night when we've got 3 down linemen versus multiple O-linemen.
3rd and 2 now. And he threw it too hard. He was under pressure because flying in there was Allen, and he got a hand up in the face and forced him to throw it high over the intended receiver on a little screen pass over there in the flat. It's 4th and 2, and now what? Surely they're not going to go for it from here.
They're bringing the punt team out, but if you go back and look, our defense did a great job of not biting on the play action. hardly any Republic defender came down to tackle the running back, because if he had the ball, he'd still be running. But no one bit it. They saw that it was a pass play, and again, the Kickapoo QB just has not been on target this evening.
Snaps have not been great for Kickapoo, so who knows what happens here. That one's good, though. And the punt is in the air. It's a spiral and a fair catch called for at the 40-yard line by Ryder Davis. And that's where Republic will take over with 5:18 left to go in the second quarter. Republic already on top 28-7, and they will try to add to it. The fumble was costly for the Tigers, but you think of that hit, and sometimes you're just going to get the ball knocked loose. And I felt like, looking at the way that hit came in, he had just gotten loose from a man, and he was standing straight up, and then he just got hammered, and hard to fault him for that one.
And you got to give props to the defense there. They kind of put in a hard spot there, but came up big.
McCracken keeps it, and he can't quite get loose, but he still managed to spin in a way that he fell about a yard forward from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was 2 full spins, I think, that he got in before everybody went down to the ground. Again, really the only thing you can say in the offense besides the fumble is saying that's the only thing we can really critique. Other than that, this offensive line has done a great job picking up good blocks.
Fleetwood again, and he got through a hole that looked like it wasn't even a hole, and he almost got a first down.
Flag came in late. I think it might be holding on Republic.
Yep. So that'll back up the Tigers. They were near the first down marker. Instead, it'll be second down and more than 10. I don't know where they'll mark it off from. They were flawless for 3 drives, really 4 drives there. And now have made a couple of mistakes the last couple drives. They overcame a penalty the last time. Second down and 18. The ball on the Republic 32-yard line with 4:38 left to go. And Hull, again, another big hole. He pinballs in between defenders and ends up picking up good yardage. Got about 8, maybe 7, near the line of scrimmage, the original one. And it's third down and 11.
Tonight, Hull's having a great first half. I don't know how many times we see a white jersey bounce off of him. Looks like a Kickapoo defender coming up to stop Hull for a short gain. He just kind of runs him over.
Fake pitch, and they're going to throw. And he does throw, and it's along the sideline, out of bounds. Tried to hit, I think, Ellison over here. Yep. Ellison reached for it, couldn't keep the feet in bounds. I think he caught it.
But yeah, he caught it.
Yep, 4th and 11 coming up.
And that was a high throw, too. He showed his vertical jump there. Kind of keep that, back of your mind there. If he's on maybe a shorter defender or a defender that's a little far back, throw him out there again and throw just a jump ball.
Well, they were acting like they were going to go for it, and even though it's 4th and 11, Kickapoo still jumped offside. There is 0 chance they're going to run a play there. That's the worst possible time. I guess it's not the worst possible time because they don't get a first down out of it. But, I don't know. I would not be surprised if they did go for it from this spot where they might not have on the old spot.
And here, I would do it again. I would try to do a hard count again and maybe draw another Kickapoo defender off.
4th and 6. Out of the shotgun. Oh, he's going to punt it. Yep. I wondered if that might be the plan, and they kick it away, and it gets Tiger roll down inside the 20 and down over there on the 18-yard line by Trenton Coleman. And Kickapoo will take over there with 3:47 left in the second quarter. And the Chiefs still have time. If they can put together a drive, they can get back in this game. 28-7 is by no means out of contention. And Jenny Rackley over here on the camera is convinced that Kickapoo is going to come back and win. If Republic's not ahead by at least 40, she's pretty sure they're going to lose. That's just generally the Jenny Rackley attitude.
Right now, it's going to be so difficult for Kickapoo to get back in this game, just the way our defense has played tonight.
Republic jumped over. Cam Allen took a little step over the line of scrimmage. He kind of stuck his toe out like he was.
Yeah, you can tell he may have been on a blitz.
Yeah.
He was anticipating the snap, and he was going to fly in there and just make a mess out of things.
So now it's 1st and 5 instead of 1st and 10. And goes in motion over here. They've got 3 wide receivers on the right side. Going to throw it to one of them. And again, up for grabs, and it's out of bounds. And coverage by Montiel. Montiel looked around, didn't know where the ball was. Otherwise, he would have had a good chance to intercept that.
Yeah, and again, that 12th man defense, that sideline helped us out. That ball was just sailing. Again, when Kickapoo tries to throw it deep, that ball has not been on target tonight.
They come down more like kicks than passes. They're so high that really you could get over there and fair catch one if you're a defender, if you know it's coming. 2nd and 5. And into the backfield again. That one's Caleb Norman as they gave it to Nick Lapari, and he was brought down short of the line of scrimmage, or maybe right at it. 3rd down and 5, or maybe even 6. Now call it 3rd and 5. So they got the penalty, and they've gone nowhere since. 3:20 left in the half.
Caleb Norman did a great job of just taking out the feet of the ball carrier.
Yeah, they moved. And one of the defensive linemen might have been Hunt. Kind of twitched, but then he pointed at the guy in front of him. And so it was Kickapoo that moved, and after the penalty earlier, they went nowhere for 2 plays. Now they're back where they started, and it's 3rd down and 10.
I like it. Logan was not going to let the referees miss that a Kickapoo O-lineman moved. He was pointing, saying, this guy moved.
Again, 3-man front. Logan Hunt, Keegan Hunt in there next to each other. And they throw it long. That's a good throw, though, but it's overthrown. That's the first long spiral that was kind of on a trajectory like a pass that they've thrown and was a little too far. So the 3-man front of Hunt, and Hart, Grayson Hart. And the rest of the defense get the hold, and Kickapoo is going to punt again, and Republic will get it back with time to score again.
Defense has done such a great job here, excluding the opening drive for Kickapoo. Every drive since then, our defense has just shut down anything that Kickapoo's thrown at them.
It's going to bounce short of the 50, and it is down. I was afraid that was going to hit Govan, number 4, in the back. I don't think he knew it was there, and it bounded back toward him. But Kickapoo downs it, and Republic starts in Kickapoo territory. And how many times now, Tim, have they started in Kickapoo territory? Is this the second or the 4 times they've started in? Well, yeah, because of the turnover. Of course, one of those times they turned it right back over.
The way our offense have scored some of these drives are on either side of 2 minutes, this is plenty enough time for our offense to score right before halftime.
Oh, yeah. Might score twice. McCracken jukes the man, takes it to the outside, and then turns on the Jets, and he almost got around the corner and took off, but he just barely pushed out of bounds inside the 25, out at the 23.
Yeah, that was what? Just over a 20-yard run there by McCracken. Did a great job. He had some good blocking there on the left-hand side, was patient enough at the beginning to see the blocks happening, and as you said, once he got downfield, he just turned it into a second gear.
Mooneyham, Clinton Smith on the left. They run behind them, and Fleetwood takes it to the edge. There's a flag coming in, and I think that's going to be a hold. I had the binoculars on Fleetwood, but when the flag came in, I moved my binoculars to the right, and I saw Logan Hunt on his knees with his hands up in the air, like I didn't hold anybody. And that is usually an indication that he held somebody or that the official thought he held somebody. Yep, they are going to mark it back against Republic. So first down. Not a huge penalty, not the full 10 yards because it happened a little bit upfield. It'll be first down and about 17? Ball on the 30-yard line.
Every time the offense has been called for holding, the offense has been able to overcome that and either pick up the first down or get a touchdown.
Ewell and Ellison both in there, tight, and it's McCracken who keeps it and takes it down inside the 25. Helmet comes off of Landon Harper, so he has to check out. Fleetwood and Ellison back in. Hull is out there, number 15. So is Pelfrey. And Ewell on the right side. Fleetwood over there as well. They fake it to Fleetwood and a roll to the right. There was room to run. Instead, they throw it to the end zone, and the diving attempt by Ellison, and it is incomplete. Ellison was tangled up there after the play with Stephen Banks and thought there might be a little extra oomph behind some of that, one way or the other, but instead, no call. It's third down and 9.
McCracken had a lot of green space in front of him, too.
I thought he was going to run it.
Yeah, if he would have just took that ball down and become a running back, he could have easily picked up the first down.
And a lot of room for Clare, and he skips over a couple of men and takes it down to the 5-yard line. Owen Clare with a big run. And that is another trip to the red zone for the Tigers. And they are 3 for 4 or 4 for 5. They're 4 for 5 in the red zone because they fumbled it away the last time they had it there. Our red zone report, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Thanks to her for her sponsorship of that feature all year long. And the Tigers have been not perfect but successful in the red zone and trying to do it again here with 1:45 left to go in the second quarter. This second quarter has lasted a long time, but the Tigers have scored a lot. That makes it worth it, and McCracken adds another touchdown for Preston McCracken from 5 yards out. He puts it in, and that makes it 34-7 Republic.
I like it. Get up early on a team so you don't have to rely on anything special late in the game. And this is a good Kickapoo team, too, that Republic has dropped 5 touchdowns here in the first half.
I mean, we talked at the beginning of the year, and we talked after the Nixa game, that Republic is a team that improves as the season goes on. And when you say those things after a game like the Nixa game, kind of sounds like you're just papering over what was a bad game. And it was not a good game, but they are a team that improves, and they have improved, and we're only halfway into the season, and not even that yet. And this is a pretty good performance for the Tigers now with Peary's kick good. It's now 35-7. Republic on top. There are going to be a lot of highlights from this one, and we will have them all online later tonight. So when you're on your way home, you're going to want to stop in at Retmo Whataburger. They'll be open because they're open 24 hours. We'll be in there posting some of our post-game stuff and fueling up for a long night of adding more stuff online throughout the evening. And stop in and say hi, or just grab something on your way home and wait for everything to hit the web later on. 35-7 with 1:35 left to go. And I don't want to get greedy, but I think 42 would be even better. And they didn't let that one drop. Good patience by the return man, but he stepped out of bounds. That was Worthy, who waited for the blocks to be made. And then when he cut that last time, he stepped with his right foot on the sideline. .129 left in the half. And the ball on the 28-yard line as Kickapoo will start this drive. Remember, coming up on the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show, we will have everybody's favorite game. Guess the scores.
All right. Wouldn't surprise me one bit here if our defense makes Kickapoo go 3 and out with time remaining here before half.
Well, the question is, does Kickapoo throw it? They're going to run a little hook and ladder, and they come up the sideline, and he's out of bounds.
You don't see that too often.
That's what they needed because the running game's non-existent right now, and the long passes aren't working. So you try and spring something along, and that's what you would do if you're trying to spring a short pass for long yardage, but you can't catch it and pitch it to the guy who's stepping out of bounds. Still a first down. And they're going to throw again. A little screen over the middle. And in or out of bounds. Nope, they keep the clock running. So they got over and stopped him before he got out of bounds.
Yeah, the referee was really slow to motion to stop the clock or keep the clock running.
Under a minute to go.
Coach is calling for a timeout down here.
So Ryan Cornelson wants to talk things over with his team to get them settled as Kickapoo is coming out and going at him quick. 54 seconds left in the first half. Republic on top 35-7. Jenny Rackley still nervous over here. We'll be back with more. Try to calm her down after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From prescriptions to emergency care, they help your family see and feel better than ever before. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com. For 30-plus years, Yoakum Automotive has been Republic's trusted repair shop. Now with digital inspections, understands your car's needs before they make repairs. Book an appointment at yoakumautomotive.com.
Welcome back. 1st and 10 for Kickapoo. They are at the midfield stripe, the 50-yard line, trying to do something positive before they head into the locker room here after a blitzkrieg of points by the Tigers. 35-7. 28 unanswered points by Republic. And it is a complete pass. A flag drops in at the end. I'm not sure what that is. They're going to say it was a face mask? It's almost got to be based on what was going on over there, but I didn't really see it through the binoculars. So that moves him even closer. And Kickapoo's faithful have a little something to cheer about here with 47 seconds left.
Yeah, this hurry-up offense by Kickapoo has been the most successful thing they've had going since the middle of the first quarter.
3-man front again for the Tigers. Under pressure. It's going to be a run. There's a holding flag that flies in, and that will set the Chiefs back. 31 seconds left. That ran some time off the clock and pushes them back.
Yeah, number 4, the receiver for Kickapoo, down here closest to us. He was throwing a block, but he was also grabbing some jersey too. When you see that jersey kind of stretch, it's pretty easy for a referee that's close by watching things going on to throw that flag.
Again, looking to throw. Out in the flat. It is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Now, caveat before I make this statement, I am colorblind, but based on the Chiefs' colors, I am constantly thinking there's a flag on the field because one of those guys down there is wearing yellow shoes. Every time I think there might be a flag, I think there's the flag, and then I realize it's attached to number 71. If they were all wearing yellow shoes, I think my mind would compensate, be like, okay, those are just their shoes, but there's only one pair out there. So the corner of my eye always catches that yellow on the field. Thinks there's been a penalty, and now we've got a timeout called by Kickapoo.
The play clock was about to go 0.
26 seconds left in the half, and we're going to be ready to start the Hines Street Pharmacy pregame show for next week before this one is over if this rate continues. 26 seconds left. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
Hey, this is Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance Group, your hometown Medicare and retirement expert. Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming, but with my 16 years of experience, I'm here to help. Open enrollment ends December 7th, so don't wait. Find out your options before then with a free consultation. You can find me across from the Republic Post Office or call 417-425-3937.
All right, welcome back. Kickapoo in trouble, and quarterback gets away. Now being chased again, got away again, and then hustles out of bounds over there on the far sideline. So just got some clarification from Ken Knierim, the PA announcer next door. There are, as you mentioned earlier, 2 number 1s on the roster, and they're both playing. One of them is playing defense, and one of them is playing offense. Noah Harrell is the running back, and Jameel Worthy is the defensive back. Both number 1. Oh, Keegan Hunt came off the block and almost got to the quarterback, forced a quick throw, and the defense there to shut it down. It'll be 4th down and 1 or 2, but yep, they do have a timeout left. Wasn't sure if they would get a timeout called, but with 2 seconds left, they will call the timeout. Now, do you kick a field goal? It's with 2 seconds left. It's really it's not 4th and 2. It's really 4th and like 20 because that's where they are. Do you take a shot for the end zone with 2 seconds left, or do you kick the field goal?
I think if you're Kickapoo, I mean, that's going to tack on another 17 yards. So that's going to be a close. They're just inside the 20. It's going to be close to a 37-yarder. I don't know because their QB hasn't been very accurate, but they're going to try the kick. So they're going with your thinking there. They're going to try for the long field goal, and the wind is no longer blowing, so there's no longer a crosswind.
I thought they might punt, but all right, they're going to try the kick. They get the snap down, and The officials lean back and look, and it was good. So the kick, as time expires, makes it 35-10. And it was a great first half for the Tigers. They lead it by 25 as we go to the break. And we're going to take a break and be back with the Gold Medal Gems halftime show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Hey, this is Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance.
Experience matters in real estate. With Lori and Elizabeth, you get specialists in residential, land, lake, and commercial sales from Springfield to Joplin to the lake. Your ultimate connection to lenders, marketers, and contractors. Visit loriandelizabeth.reesnichols.com, your seasoned real estate teammates. Choose locally owned Central Gas Propane for unmatched service. They go the extra mile for your needs. Call 417-725-3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com. Eris Pizza brings a slice of history to your table. Since 1961, their blend of handcrafted dough, rich sauces, and a variety of fresh toppings cooked in an authentic brick oven offers a unique dining experience. Explore their menu at erispizzapalace.com or drop into the Wildwood Plaza on Highway 60. PKD Cafe is now Marigold Farm Cafe and Catering Company, but it's still where the 417's best burritos meet friendly faces. A haven for Republic students, it's the perfect spot to fuel up before school or unwind on a weekend. Your pit stop for flavor and relaxation only at Marigold Farm Cafe and Catering Company. For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at southernsunelectric.com.
At the UPS Store, we have everything to help small business owners be unstoppable. So if you need printing, we'll be the printing store.
The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The UPS Store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back with 3 crispy chicken strips, signature buffalo sauce, and buttermilk ranch. Each one is made with the exact right amount of sauce, making every bite the very best bite. Available for a limited time. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
There is beauty in motion. A graceful leap. A simple glide. An exquisite fall. All movement should be celebrated, encouraged, cherished, and repeated again and again. At Sweet Peas, you don't go with the flow. You become it. Beauty in motion.
Welcome back. It's the Gold Medal Gems halftime show on Republic Tiger Sports, and the Tigers are on top of Kickapoo, 35-10. And Rich, here's my thought process coming into the season. If you'd have asked me 3 weeks ago, what is this game going to look like? I honestly thought it would look a lot like this. And then after I saw that Kickapoo beat Webb City last week, I'd have thought it would look a lot different from this. But I got to tell you that Republic has impressed me tonight with their ability just to go straight at Kickapoo, and Kickapoo has not been able to really do much about it. And we got some technical issues Rich picked up the headset that Tim had been wearing. It was turned
Well,
down.
it might help when you pick up the right headset.
We were shuffling around in here, and so it was, yeah.
Very much agreed on that. And as we've said this for the past couple of seasons, that this coaching staff for Republic has done such a great job of improvement week to week to week. And this also is a testament to just how good Nixa is.
Yeah.
The fact that that game was not close. Nixa really handled Republic, and since then it has been all Republic. And, I mean, they've only given up 10 points so far in 2.5 games since that Nixa game. Shut out Waynesville, shut out Waynesville, shut out Ozark, and only 10 points tonight. Tonight it's been dominance all the way around. The offense and defense and even special teams. Special teams did a great job on the kickoff by placing the ball exactly in like a no man's area, and the Kickapoo returners not having to answer for it. Live ball goes on the ground. Republic is able to get the ball there, and just all the way around, Kickapoo just kind of looks a little shocked tonight. Hey, they're the team that got a lot of attention last Friday because they beat Webb City, and then now Republic smacking them in the face.
Yeah, Republic with 5 touchdowns in that first half, and let's take a look back at them. The first one came with 4:44 left to go in the first half, and it was an 11-yard run by Preston McCracken here. I said 4:44 left. 4:44 was the time that the drive took. 7:10 left in the half, and Preston McCracken dances into the end zone for the touchdown there. That, with the extra point by Elijah Peary, made it 7-0. Tigers scored again with 42 seconds left in the first quarter. It was a 5-yard touchdown run. This one from the right hash mark. They set up, and watch, everybody's going to go to the right except for Mason Fleetwood coming off the slot there on the right side. He's going back left, and nobody over there. He's just going to go into the end zone, and that made it 14-7 because Kickapoo had, in the meantime, scored its first and only touchdown of the half. Third drive of the game, and it was a 4-play drive that went 40 yards, and it ended with an 18-yard touchdown run here by McCracken. Great blocking up front, and then he ran into his own man and turned back the other direction, and the defense had over-pursued to the other side of the field, and McCracken was able to get it into the end zone. That made it 28-7. And then the final touchdown. No, did I skip a touchdown? No, I did not skip a touchdown. That was a 6-play, 79-yard drive, and I didn't skip a touchdown, but I'm one ahead of myself. The fourth touchdown was this one coming up, and this is Owen Clare who's going to get the ball. He's there on the left side. No, it's Preston McCracken. My notes, it's not my notes, it's Tim's notes, but I'm going to take the blame for not being able to read them because I've been doing it 10 years. I still don't know the code, apparently. And then the fifth touchdown, let's just play it. I'm as surprised as you what's going to happen here on the fifth touchdown. But it might be this might be the touchdown run by McCracken. And there it is. He goes in from 5 yards out, and that made it 35-7 Republic. So there's your scoring recap. We're going to take a break and be back with more after this timeout on the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show on Republic Tiger Sports.
Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Ready for effortless car shopping? Visit PinnakerChevrolet.com to browse our extensive inventory, value your trade, and get pre-approved all at your fingertips from the comfort of home. Pinnaker Chevrolet's low-pressure and easy shopping experience saves you time at the dealership. Buying a car or selling yours has never been easier. Whether you're browsing for your next new Chevrolet, quality pre-owned vehicle, or need service you can trust, let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic, or do your shopping at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state.
Welcome back to the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show on Republic Tiger Sports. Tigers on top of Kickapoo 35-10. And they dominated that first half in more ways than just the scoreboard. Held Kickapoo to 140 total yards, just 19 passing yards in the first half, 121 rushing yards. Brooks Eaton was 7 of 15 for 32 yards throwing the ball, but then he was sacked for negative 13, so his actual passing yardage only 19 yards. Gave it to a bunch of different runners. They had two runners with nearly 50 yards each. Brooks Eaton and Nick Lapari had 48 and 49 yards respectively. 121 rushing yards in the first half for Kickapoo. And for Republic, Preston McCracken threw it only 3 times. Had one completion for 22 yards. That was to C.J. Ewell on that opening drive that resulted in the touchdown. McCracken also ran it 14 times for 112 yards in the first half. And he had 4 touchdowns in that first half. I would say that's a pretty good start to a night for Preston McCracken. Mason Fleetwood, 5 carries, 22 yards, and a touchdown. Owen Clare had 3 carries for 28 yards. Matthew Pelfrey carried it once for 6 yards. And Isaiah Hull had 7 carries for 121 yards. So Hull and McCracken both over 100 yards in the first half on a combined 21 carries. Boy, Hull 7 carries, 121. That is a pretty good average. If Tim Barnes had a headset, he probably could do that right off the top of his head, but I'm not going to bother with it. It's too much trouble. All right. 22 passing yards, 289 rushing yards, and that is 311 total yards for the Tigers in the first half, and they control things all around, leading 35-10. We are going to listen in now to the Tiger Pride Band as they give us some of their halftime show, and as we do that, enjoy, and we'll be back with our Guess the Score game a little bit later. Tiger Pride Band, another nice performance, and we're going to Well, I thought we were going to cut away. Now we're going to have the Republic Fight song, and let's listen to that. You can't cut away from the Republic Fight song. What kind of a live stream would it be if we cut away from the Tiger Fight song? It's a nice performance by the Tiger Pride Band, and now we are ready for Tim Barnes to give us a challenge. We're going to guess the scores. Of course, this always has stakes with it, and this week it's just basically, are you the winner is just a good person.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, the loser is a loser. So, all right, Tim. Oh, Tim, you know what? Tim, your mic is not working. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to hand you my headset. We're going to use it like a mic. All right, here we go. Just talk into it.
Okay. The only high school halftime game show in the country that we know of. All right, so I'm going to have to do math, hold the microphone, and talk all at the same time, which that's going to be a problem. But all right, first game, Nixa versus Carthage. David?
I'm going first. Nixa versus Carthage. All right. Well, I think Nixa is going to be in control of this. Where is this game? Do you know?
It's at Carthage.
It's at Carthage?
Yeah, I remember seeing KY3. It's one of their.
All right, so I'm going to say
games.
It is, let's go with Nixa 27, Carthage 11.
Oh, 11. Wow.
2 safeties and a touchdown extra.
I like it going with prime numbers. I like it. All right. Then I'm going to go Nixa 21. I'm going to go with my usual there. Nixa 21, Carthage 7. I like that 21-7. I don't know why.
If you haven't been listening, Rich always guesses the same thing.
That's true.
So when he wins, he shouldn't really get any credit. He's just guessing the same score every time.
All right, you guys talk way too much. It's Nixa 27, Carthage nothing. So, oh man, now I'm going to have to do ciphering. I think we're giving that one. Yes, David will get that one. Okay.
Yes.
All right, next game, Joplin versus Glendale.
Joplin versus who? Glendale. Joplin versus Glendale. Oh. 24-0, Joplin.
Ooh. I'm going to go. What's our score? 35-10. I'm going to go ours.
But I would go with 21-7.
Oh, no. Not going to. Not that time. I'm going to go 35-7 Joplin.
All right, the actual score.
Actual retail price.
Is 31, Joplin 31, Glendale 14 at the half. So this is not easy.
Well, you're actually trying to figure out who won, and I just was.
We'll just give it to me. We'll just give it to me.
I was going on just feel. Who feels like they won?
Rich got that one.
All right.
All right. All right, next game, Ozark, Webb City.
Ooh. Did you pick last time? First?
I don't know. Who went first last? Whose turn is it? It's my turn. I'm going to go Ozark 7, Webb City nothing.
What? Ozark 7, Webb City 0? Is that what you said? Oh, I don't think this. I don't know. If they drop an egg like they did last week because Kickapoo barely beat them and we're thumping. I don't know. It might be a close game. I'm going to go with my 21-7 usual. So,
who's got the 21?
Webb City 21, Ozark 7.
All right, we may have to have an investigation here. I'm thinking David may have had some inside information. Ozark 7, Webb City 7 at the half.
Oh, well, I missed it, obviously. I
Oh,
would have got
man.
it right if I had
I think there was some.
I may have overheard someone say that.
Insider trade
But I did not seek
information
it
right
out,
there.
so I think it
okay.
should count.
Really, 7-7.
We'll put a
Wow.
star beside that one.
Yeah.
Lebanon and Willard.
Man, Willard's not any good.
Rich, it's your turn.
Willard. I'm sorry. Lebanon 28, Willard 14.
All right, now this is where you find out just how much of a COC snob I am. I'm going to say Willard 14, Lebanon 14. I have no inside information if this is close.
Well, okay, here we go. Lebanon 23, Willard 6. So Rich gets that one.
All right, I get that one.
Is that it? Or are we?
One more.
One more.
Neosho, Waynesville for the win.
And I go first on this one. I'm going to go with Neosho 20, Waynesville nothing.
Man, that's a pretty good one there, but I'm going to give Waynesville 7 points. So I'm going to go, or I'm sorry, Waynesville. Let's go Neosho 28, Waynesville 7.
Oh, well, now I think yes, we're tied at the winner, but now we're going to have to investigate both of them because it's 28-7 Neosho. So Rich gets that one on the money.
Sweet. No, there's that. That was a guess on that one.
Say that was probably a more legitimate actual guess than my
Insider trading.
My overhearing aided 7-0 Ozark. So I'll give it to you, Rich.
Thanks.
Congratulations. You're a better man than I am. And hopefully I will, because I am not a good man, I will get revenge in a painful way at a future time.
Okay.
Tim, any final words before we take your headset away for good?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Well, that was a fun game. I hope you enjoyed it even more than we did, because really it was not that fun for us. About a minute left at halftime, and we will take one more quick break on the Gold Medal Gyms halftime show and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From prescriptions to emergency care, they help your family see and feel better than ever before. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com. For 30-plus years, Yoakum Automotive has been Republic's trusted repair shop. Now with digital inspections, understands your car's needs before they make repairs. Book an appointment at yoakumautomotive.com. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
All right, welcome back. Just about ready to go here in the second half, and Kickapoo will get the ball first because they won the toss they won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred. And that almost paid big dividends. If you remember back, they almost had a 3-and-out. And Republic got a good spot and was able to get the first down. I guess it would have been a 4-and-out because it was 4th down. They went for it. And Kickapoo was unable to stop Republic from going down the field and scoring. And it's pretty much been all Republic the rest of the way, except for a couple of little sputters. And Peary has it teed up and ready to go. It's in the air. And just at the 1-yard line. Out to the 20, and there's a gap, and finally pushed out of bounds, I think, by Peary over on the far sideline.
That was the best return that Kickapoo's had all night. Found a little seam down the side. Got the ball past the 45-yard line. That'd be one of the better field starts, field position there for Kickapoo. Yeah.
So they scored the field goal right before halftime and trying to make it a string of unanswered points, but nowhere to go there on the first play from scrimmage for Nick Lipari.
That was David Hayes who was on the tackle.
Hayes has had a good game.
He did a great job coming in from his linebacker position. Make the tackle on the running back.
Another handoff to Lipari, and nowhere to go. Down on the bottom of the pile is Caleb Norman. Norman took his legs out from under him. It was like a shark coming in, and all of a sudden, boop, he went down.
Yeah, Nick Lipari there, number 20 for Kickapoo, was dropped on contact.
Grayson Hart was in there too. I think it was Norman 32 who got him first, but then I saw Hart get up off the bottom of the pile as well. Hart had a good game last week. We saw him all over the place against Ozark. Montiel as well called his name a lot, especially early in the game last week against Ozark. And a little screen, and it's going to be first down yardage. Couldn't quite get him out of bounds as the catch was made by Tevin Christian. And Kickapoo manages to keep the drive alive with 10:27 left in the third quarter.
Kickapoo tried that same exact play earlier in the game, didn't have any success. It's just a really quick, short pass out to a receiver, hoping that they make the first defender miss, and that's exactly what happened.
So 1st and 10 inside Republic territory. Faked it to Lipari, and Keegan Hunt got back there and held him up. And then Cam Allen came in and said, I'll take care of this. And Caleb Norman wanted a piece of the action too. So the sack or tackle for loss by the Tigers. No chance for Eaton to get away that time. And it's 2nd down and 14.
Is tackle by committee when you literally have defenders fighting over who's going to make the tackle. I love it. That just shows the aggression by all 11 guys out on the field.
Eaton's going to, he's going to throw it. He pump faked. He's under pressure, and he throws it on the run out of bounds. Just got rid of it as he was being pursued mightily by the Republic defense.
Defense has done a great job of putting pressure on Kickapoo's QB, not allowing him to just stand in the huddle, in the pocket there. When you put your QB under pressure at all times, an errant throw is always in the mix there, and that time he just threw it away. He saw nothing was there. He knew that he was about to get sacked, so he just tossed it out of bounds.
3 wide receivers to the left side. Lipari back there with Eaton, and Eaton's going to throw. And under pressure, hit as he throws, and that is way short. He got hammered.
And that literally hit the receiver in the back. Number 1, Harrell.
Yeah, you had to get rid of it before the receiver expected it.
Yeah, and I don't even think the receiver was ever in his mind that he was even getting the ball, because he actually slows down on his route and then gets pegged in the back.
I think it was Grayson Hart who got to him and hit him as he threw, and that shut down in a hurry after the first down.
You can't do that as a receiver. You got to expect that no matter what, even if you aren't the number 1 receiver, the ball might come your way.
Oh, good Kickapoo roll, and then it comes back a yard, but Republic is going to be pinned deep inside the 10. They're going to start at the 6. Well, that is just an opportunity for Ryan Cornelson. He would probably just as soon have it on the 1, maybe the 2, and take about 17 minutes off the clock to drive it down. Of course, they haven't needed that tonight.
No, yeah, several of the drives, as we're looking at the sheet there, are on either side of the 2-minute mark. This just kind of feels like one of those drives where it's going to be a double-digit drive that eats up the rest of the third quarter.
And Claire bounced off one man, made another man miss, got out to the 15, and he's almost got a first down already. That was a good run by Owen Claire.
And I like how all Republic running backs keep their balance. Just shows the athletic ability that they all have, and just, again, refusing to go down on that first contact.
I mean, not to dwell on it, but the difference in tackling between Kickapoo and even Ozark is noticeable. A lot of missed tackles by Kickapoo. And McCracken will keep it around the edge. Hull is out front. He made a couple of men fall off of him before he's brought down. And another good gain out to about the 27-yard line, and a first down for Republic.
Again, offensive line having a great night. There is going to be several pancakes that could be awarded to almost every single offensive lineman tonight.
And they give it to Hull, and again, there was a hole in the middle. He ran through it, and then he almost ran all the way over Worthy. And we've got a player down. It's number 3. Either Jamarcus Powell or Houston Harris. Both number 3s on the roster. Up now, the Tigers will have the ball. Second down and 2 on the 35-yard line. Everybody packed in tight on this one. And Hull again. And the line moved the defensive line forward, a gain of about 4, out near the 40-yard line before he's finally brought down. More like a gain of 5.
Just like that, the ball is out to the 40-yard line, as we talked about. It doesn't really make any difference where this Republic offense starts. It could be on their own 4-yard line or on the opponent's 4-yard line. They're just going to keep grinding away, eat at that clock. And at this point in time, like I said, double-digit plays take up most of the third quarter.
Fleetwood, and that time he couldn't get all the way to the edge. He cut it up. I kind of think if he'd have bounced a little further outside, he might have had some more room. Thought he saw a hole, and they closed it quickly. A gain of a little over a yard, second down, and a long 8 coming up for Republic.
This Kickapoo defense just kind of looking at their mannerisms. They're starting to get worn down early.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Republic scored so fast, they weren't out there a lot, but they've been taking a beating. And again, McCracken just pushes forward and gets the first down. They're into Kickapoo territory. Under 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
And he just kind of picked his way through several blocks out there He had a nice little running lane there at the beginning, and then he was sort of patient as he crossed the line of scrimmage, allowing the play to develop in front of him, able to, again, have that kind of vision down the field of kind of anticipating some blocks and seeing where defenders are moving. He was able to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 from the Kickapoo 49. The snap is high and through his fingers, and McCracken managed to jump on it. Thought for a second it was going to bounce up right to him and he'd be able to pick it up and run, but he smartly just fell on it and covered it up.
And sometimes that's what you tell your QB is if the ball's kind of spinning around out there and you don't have possession of it, best thing you can do is just dive on it and cradle that ball.
We are down to the 6-minute mark, and that means water. And I don't begrudge anybody their water tonight. It is hot and humid, and it's 2nd and 16 for the Tigers when we come back. After this timeout, you're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From prescriptions to emergency care, they help your family see and feel better than ever before. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com.
6 minutes left in the third quarter as we resume here. Republic on top, 35-10. And a timeout. Preston McCracken didn't see something he was looking at, so he calls a timeout. And while he does, we'll take a quick break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
For 30-plus years, Yoakum Automotive has been Republic's trusted repair shop. Now with digital inspections, understands your car's needs before they make repairs. Book an appointment at yoakumautomotive.com.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Welcome back. And after the timeout, 2nd and 16. And McCracken keeps it, running behind Pelfrey, and he ran over another man and takes it inside the 50 again. Down to the 47. 3rd down and about, they're going to put it on the 46. 3rd down, about 6.
That play developed so quick that I don't think their Kickapoo players all knew exactly who had the ball. It was a snap. McCracken had the ball. He was crossing the line of scrimmage, and you had some Kickapoo players that were playing catch-up.
So 3rd and 6 here. And watch out, Trenton Coleman is wide to the left side. I thought maybe they'd throw it out to him. He doesn't go out there very often. Hull keeps it and takes it through the middle, and he's near a first down, but doesn't quite have it. 4th down and 1 coming up for the Tigers. Yeah, I wonder if they'll go for it.
Yeah, you almost anticipate that they're going to get this, just the way that the offensive line has been able to just kind of push around this Kickapoo defense, that no matter who keeps it, whether it's McCracken or Fleetwood or Hull or Claire, whoever gets it's going to be able to pick up enough yards for the first down.
Yeah, that's the one thing about the Cornelson offense is they almost always get this, and they do again. Oh, the ball's – no. Is the ball on the ground?
No.
Oh. They jumped in, but there's no ball under them. So I actually lost track of what happened. They did pick up the first down, though. But, yeah, just 4th and short is just it's been so successful for Republic that, you know, you start to take it for granted. really the first time we noticed it, as they give it to Fleetwood. And this time he does bounce it and can't quite get outside, so he spins off a man and picks up 2 or 3 yards, falling forward down to the 30-yard line. I was going to say, the first time I think it was really noticeable was that first signature win under Cornelsen at Nixa, and they were 7 for 7, I think, on fourth down in that game. And some of those were not fourth and short either. They took some chances, but Republic was in a spot as a program where I think they were going to have to take some chances to knock somebody off and get an upset win, and they did. And since that time, it has been nothing but up for the Tigers. Good gain by Hull again as he fought forward for a couple of yards when it didn't look like there was much there. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 again.
I think this is the 12th play of this drive.
Wow.
It started inside the 5, and they've just been methodically pushing this ball down the field. And I had looked, they got this ball just over the 9-minute mark, and we're now going just under 3 minutes.
They're going to throw it now. And it is caught by Ewell down inside the 5. The big target, the tight end, goes up and makes the catch. And the Tigers have it 1st and goal in the red zone again. They are 5 of 6 in the red zone tonight. And our red zone report, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader.
And that ball was right on target. Ewell didn't have to adjust at all. It hit him on the run. He didn't even really have to stretch his hands out there. Brings up a 1st and goal here.
They still haven't changed the down and distance on the scoreboard. It says 3rd and 3, but it's 1st and goal from the 3. And Owen Clare into the end zone for the touchdown. And now it's 41-7. Republic on top of Kickapoo.
$10 points.
Oh, 41, yeah, to 10, yes. You were holding up 10 fingers, but I didn't know what that meant. I just, like 40, did they, I didn't, was that a 10-point touchdown? I couldn't figure out what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You just got to jump in and correct me. I mean, I can't read hand signals, I guess. The kick by Peary is good. It's 42-10. And that field goal right before halftime means that the clock doesn't run continuously.
Yes, because we still have 2:30 left in this quarter here, and it is 9:07.
Well, I would expect the fourth quarter would go pretty quick.
I hope so. We can get this ball back. Defense makes Kickapoo go out quickly and get the ball back and put another 6 points up there. Get this clock rolling. our receiver going down the field. Ball thrown about the 50-yard line, but the receiver just couldn't come down with it. So, again, it is going to be a quick 3-and-out for Kickapoo. They're going to have to punt. But before we get to that, a Kickapoo player is down. So it is going to be a brief timeout here for the Kickapoo injury. So we're going to have an injury timeout. And we will also go on a timeout.
There is beauty in motion. A graceful leap. A simple glide. An exquisite fall. All movement should be celebrated, encouraged, cherished, and repeated again and again. At Sweet Peas, you don't go with the flow. You become it. Beauty in motion.
Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Ready for effortless car shopping? Visit PinnakerChevrolet.com to browse our extensive inventory, value your trade, and get pre-approved all at your fingertips from the comfort of home. Pinnaker Chevrolet's low-pressure and easy shopping experience saves you time at the dealership. Buying a car or selling yours has never been easier. Whether you're browsing for your next new Chevrolet, quality pre-owned vehicle, or need service you can trust, let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic, or do your shopping at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for your patience with the technical difficulties on the sound. I think we have it worked out, and the chief, who is injured, has made his way off the field under his own power, so that's good news. It is 4th down and 8 for Kickapoo, and they will punt it away. And now the clock starts again. And a good roll. So with 10:40 exactly now left and ticking, Tigers will take over.
Kind of looking out there and seeing some different numbers for Republic. I think they're going to start slowly kind of rotating guys in.
So that is Trenton Coleman in there at quarterback. And we'll try and get you all the other numbers. There's a timeout. So just when the clock starts running, everybody's calling timeouts. We got injury. Everything that can stop the clock still has occurred in the 2 minutes since time ran out. I think Mason Fleetwood may be done for the night. He got a little congratulations as he went over to the sideline. And he says hello to Cooper White over there on the sideline. Cooper number 58, and he is not dressed out, but ought to give him a shout out. He's got an injury, season-ending injury, and he is out there at practice and games and rooting his teammates on. And I didn't catch who that running back was. It may have been Trayton Gray, 25. Yep, Gray's in there.
Yeah, I think it was number 89, Rylan Wilson, who got the ball on that previous play.
And they gave it to Gray, and he was going to run a long way, but there was a whistle and I don't see a flag. No, illegal procedure, false start. Evan Rockhill, number 82, is out there for the Tigers. James Richmond, 26. We saw him on the kick return earlier. We see Avian Ferguson, number 57, out there as well. Hayden Roddick is the center, number 72. And not much room there for Trenton Coleman on the run. Easton Claypool, number 71, out there as well. Jordan Todd, number 42. And Evan Rockhill, I think I already mentioned Evan, number 82 out there. And the give out of the slot is to number 89, Rylan Wilson. And I think I saw Ethan Montiel, number 22, out there getting a little time on offense, but now maybe that was just my imagination. No, I don't see him out there. I think I've got everybody. Handoff in the middle. Goes to Trayton Gray. He's not got much room. You know, Gray had some success last week at Ozark. He was running behind the starting offensive line, and it makes a difference.
It does. Everybody's looking over. Fourth and long, trying to see if coach is going to punt the ball or just run a play.
Yeah, they're just going to go for it, I guess. I mean, they've given up the shutout, so that's not really something they need to worry about. And they got the first down and moved the pile all the way out past the 45-yard line.
It's going to be short.
Oh, yep, you're right. I was looking at the wrong one. So good gain, but short of the first down. You're right.
You talk about something that you were mentioning with the new COC, the beginning of the game, that this is sort of a conference game, but it sort of isn't. They added enough to where geographically they split the conference into East and West. Kickapoo's on the east side, Republic's on the west side. You can have an East champion and a West champion.
And never the twain shall meet.
Correct.
So Nixa can beat everybody, and they're still only the East champion. I'm sure they'll be claiming the title, but whoever wins the West is going to be the West champion. I'm not crazy about that setup. In fact, I don't know of nobody I've talked to that I can think of has really been crazy about that setup.
No.
Compromise. That's a good compromise, right? Nobody's happy.
Correct. What these wins really do influence, though, is obviously districts.
I believe we are going to all drink some water. No?
They just did that.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yes.
When I was over here unplugging a charger.
When you were belly aching about East and West, everybody was hydrating.
I'll give you something to bellyache about. There's a long run by Kickapoo.
But
Raiden Burns got over 29, and made the stop there to knock him out of bounds.
Obviously, every win, counts towards something, but it really starts to influence as we get close to the end of the season there of district standings.
Yep.
Before all the games are over with, going into tonight, Branson was number 1 of our district at 3-0. Republic was 2 at 2-1.
Yeah, and there's a run to the outside, and finally a tackle made by the Tigers. And the tackle made by Tyreek Williams. The senior defensive back gets in and makes the stop. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say, Rich. It was so
We were
profound.
talking about districts and district seating
district
as
standings.
we get. As of right now, obviously, you still got a lot to kind of settle things out in positioning, but Branson's 1, Republic's 2.
Well, yeah, talking to some people about this week, and I think Branson may end up being the 1 because they're going to go undefeated. You look at their schedule, and they'll have to get upset by someone who shouldn't beat them. It would be probably a bad loss for them to lose on the remainder of the schedule. Camden was probably the best team they're going to play. And into the end zone goes Noah Harrell. And that cuts the lead down to 49-16. But one thing that Republic has in its favor is Branson's not going to be playing any Class 6s. Republic still will have Joplin left after this. They've already played Nixa, Ozark, and now Kickapoo. And then they will have Joplin, who's also a Class 6. It's really amazing. You think, 40% of Republic's schedule, or 44% of Republic's schedule is against Class 6 teams. This year, anyway, as they had Kickapoo on the schedule. Now, if they didn't play Kickapoo, is there another? If they didn't play Kickapoo, Ozark, and Nixa, the rest of those teams are 5s.
Joplin.
Yep, but in the other
Yes.
division, they've got to play Joplin because that's the same division. So I don't know. Maybe if they win out, I think Republic ends up ahead of Branson. But can they win on this schedule? Can they win the rest of their games? That would be really something. However, the way they've played tonight, the way they've played since the Nixa game, and then seeing how those scores have all played out with teams going against each other, I don't know. I mean, we've mentioned it earlier tonight and mentioned it in previous weeks. Nixa's looking better and better as you continue to see what they've done. But they had their hands full with Carthage last we saw. That was not a runaway. It's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback with 3:57 left in the game.
And what's also crazy to say is usually you would look at Webb City and go, oh, man, that's going to be an extremely tough game. But Kickapoo beat Webb City. Webb City's struggling with, I don't know what the final score was, but Webb City was struggling with Ozark tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that right there.
Well, Webb City's going to be ready, and they're going to be solid no matter what they've done. But, yeah, I agree to the extent that, it's not what you're used to maybe seeing out of Webb City to this point in the season, so maybe not quite as intimidating as they would have been in previous years.
We will have another good test. I believe next week is at Joplin. That will be another good litmus test there for this Republic team to see just how good we are going up a pretty solid Joplin team next week.
We'll be I'm gonna be packed into the press box like sardines.
Oh yes, that is
the world's narrowest.
It is wide, but deep.
Well, it's not deep. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's normal width, but the depth of it, when you walk in, the door is almost doesn't open all the way.
Let's just say I'm going on a crash diet between now and next Friday. Try and get in there.
And I guess it's also good that we all like each other, too, because we're going to be nice and friendly next week. Nice and close.
Greg Hicks, number 36, out there. Continue to try and get you some numbers. Caden Kavner, the junior, 53. I see out there. Don't think I've called him yet. Hunter Eddings, the junior offensive lineman, 62, out there as well. Aiden Schaefer, number 87, in there at tight end. And the quarterback is Brennan Overstreet, number 8. Now that was Overstreet. 3rd down and 5 coming up. 1:30 left. Rockhill and Jordan Todd check back in, 42 and 82 for the Tigers. And coming near side. Good gain out near the first down marker by Rylan Wilson, the sophomore. Anthony Creed, the sophomore, number 59 out there as well. And I think that's everybody. Always afraid I'm going to miss somebody when I'm going through these, trying to get everybody mentioned. Give on the handoff up the middle. Gain of about 1 there by Hicks. Greg Hicks, number 36, I believe, off the top of my head. He's the only Republic player whose name rhymes with his number.
Nice.
That's going to do it. Time is going to wind down. We're down under 10 seconds, and what a dominating performance by the Tigers. Final score, Republic 49, Kickapoo 17. The Tigers moved to 3-1. They've won 3 straight since the season opening loss to Nixa, and they are riding high heading into a game with Joplin next week. Rich, final thoughts?
Again, we keep seeing this team improve week to week, and I expect next week when we go to Joplin to see even more improvements, and it's going to be a great game. Go down to Joplin and get another W.
Tigers win it 49-17. Steve Rackley and Caden Sumter down on the sideline, getting pictures and video. I'll have all that later. Jenny Rackley on the camera up here. Robbie Jansen, our producer-director. Tim Barnes, our statistician and halftime MC. And Rich Miles alongside me, David Brazil, as we have watched another Tiger victory. It's 49-17, Republic over Kickapoo in their first ever meeting. And that's going to do it. From Tiger Stadium, thanks for watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.